Birds have always been a popular mascot for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Snagged out of the air. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Metcalf. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Start from their own 21. To throw, it's Braxton. Got it in the middle, it's Metcalf. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got to...
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. He'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, this left-handed quarterback, he drills throwing on the run to his right a lot in practice for situations just like that, and it paid off there.
Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These routes have some reads and adaptability ability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's McCown. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That penalty helps some, but it's still third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Henry. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying to get the corner. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UTSA 14, Southern Mississippi 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Hauls it in. It's a running room. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Montgomery. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Metcalf. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll test the right side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go!
The play action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Touchdown, Southern Miss.
What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's McCown. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Number 92.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in a hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Looking for a man. It's McCown. Gets it out quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He's brought down at the 38.
New set of downs after the completion.
For the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Oh, out of space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UTSA.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
Second down.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Roadrunners trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to pass, it's McCown. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Southern Mississippi, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Southern Mississippi offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
That's the
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Southern Mississippi 14.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Direct snap. Creates a little room.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Metcalf. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And here they come, almost all the way back.
In the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
That makes the score. UTSA 28, Southern Mississippi 21.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hits the accelerator to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. Third and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Caught over the middle. It's Metcalf. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stakes.
Got it in the middle. It's Briggs. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Firing toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Southern Miss. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Henry. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UTSA 35, Southern Mississippi 28.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
To the air, it's Braxton. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Henry. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line of the game.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to throw. It's McCown. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Running it to the right. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
On the play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
The score, UTSA 42, Southern Mississippi 35.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Keith. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Braxton. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And the Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The short hands. It's Heath. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Metcalf.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the air. It's Braxton. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Southern Mississippi.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he dropped it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
UTSA 42.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarter.
Wide open spaces. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's McCown. Grab behind the line, it's Henry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
UTSA.
And the Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Braxton. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.